TNA is obviously in an odd place right now, seeing how they are forced to focus on television rather than pay-per-views, which for right now should most definitely be an afterthought. Now, for a month now, TNA has shown increasing growth in viewership numbers, and as far as I'm concerned, has produced a consistently strong product on Wednesday nights. They're fulfilling their obligations in terms of pay-per-view outputs with their one-night Oni Slammiversary. Although had a poor build-up and many matches had no serious implications, was still nevertheless an enjoyable and a entertaining pay-per-view, which the same can be said regarding a majority of WWE's. TNA has, I think, produced a solid wrestling product consistently, on and off for about a year now, despite changing television networks, going toe-to-toe with ROH for the #1 spot on Destination America, and fighting the constant dirt sheet reports regarding the state of their company. It's disappointing to see that when TNA gains momentum and is producing a great product, that out of nowhere rumors once again spread like wildfire regarding possible talent departure and late payments without the full story ever truly being reported. Now, I understand that TNA should from time to time address these allegations and false report, which they are on Twitter as of late, but it would be insane and highly unreasonable if they have to address every piece of written material regarding the state of their company. Was the timing of the TV tapings and Slammiversary odd? Yes. Was it out of the ordinary? No. If you don't read the spoilers and just focus on watching it when it airs, then it really doesn't matter. If you're confused as to what matches are being wrestled, now that's on you. As far as I'm concerned, I've got no complaints for what TNA has been showing me, and I'm looking forward to what's in store this coming Wednesday, bell to bell. And another thing, although I'm a fan of ROH and have attended multiple events in recent years, when they travel down to my neck of the woods, I don't understand why they always receive the benefit of the doubt on everything. Everyone's busting TNA's balls on the potential relationship in the future. That just might happen with Global Force Wrestling, but we don't say squat about ROH and NJPW, New Japan Pro Wrestling. ROH have been relying so much on New Japan Pro Wrestling lately that sometimes I wonder who's on whose roster. While strategically it makes the most sense to appeal to the interest of your hardcore, fan base and bring up the Destination America viewers up to speed on what's the difference between themselves from TNA by airing matches from Global Wars. There's so much talent swap between the two companies that it makes me more impressed with TNA for what they're actually doing with their own talent. I, for one, thoroughly enjoyed last week's and this week's episode of ROH, but who wouldn't? Just got to see Young Bucks, Styles, etc. That's amazing wrestling. But at the same time, ROH is constantly talking up the NJPW talent and even promoting their own feuds between Okada and Styles and others for NJPW shows. Not to mention that these are essentially throwaway matches that mean nothing but pride, respect, and admiration for the opponent. I think people always also complain with TNA for taping multiple episodes of Impact in 2 or 3 day period that covers a month or so episodes of Impact. I understand that spoilers are inevitable, and to some it's difficult not to read them, especially since so many things are going on with talent, additions and or removals. But why don't people complain about the same with ROH? ROH produces a 1-hour program with 2 to 4 matches per show that could have been taped 1 to 3 months ago. And because their show is only for 1 hour, they are not able to feature all of their talent or storylines in that one show. This is something TNA has successfully resolved from their issues in years past. But hey, no one says anything about that, do they? Now on the issue of contracts, to which none of us, including reporters, are privy to, I once again don't understand why people are so eager to crap on TNA and give ROH a pass or even care to investigate. Some things just don't make sense. Just examples of how the internet wrestling community, the writers, the dirt sheet, YouTube wrestling community is just so quick to piss on TNA and no other company. Why? Is it because Vince Russo wrote for them? Because Jim Cornette craps on them? Because Dixie Carter shows up on TV? Because ex-TNA wrestlers say bad things about them on RF or kayfabe commentary videos? Because they chose not to resign Styles, Bad Influence, Sabin, Joe? Because they are taped their show? Who knows? Please, tell me why. Why so quick to crap on TNA?